Hi guys, welcome back to Simplistic Mystic. This is going to be a general reading for the collective. It is general, so it may or may not resonate with you. Take what fits, leave the rest, and characters in the story can always be reversed, vice versa. Alright, what do we got going on with the collective for today? What do we need to know? King of Cups. Could be dealing with a water sign here or someone that's in their feelings. The Hermit. Okay, so someone may be spending a lot of time alone right now, reflecting on things. Four of Swords. This can represent healing. Yeah, so someone, I feel like someone right now, this could also be you, has been spending a lot of time alone. A lot of time healing, a lot of time reflecting on things that have happened, a lot of time reflecting on the future. Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, so the future, Ace of Pentacles. What's coming next? What's the new beginning here? For the sake of this video, we're going to say this is you. So, you definitely may be, this feels like a lot of thinking, a lot of reflecting on not only the past, but also kind of like reevaluating what you even like in life. Like, where do you want to go? What actually makes you happy? Where you see yourself going? Heart chakra. You may be healing something to do with your heart chakra. Maybe you're trying to heal so that you can move forward and open your heart to a new relationship. Rejoice in celebration. Again, with the happiness, it's like you're searching for what's going to make me happy. Authority. And mental conflict. So yeah, a lot of thinking about where I want to go, what happened in the past, why things happened, where those things kind of led you to, and how you kind of got here in the first place. Barking up the wrong tree, dead end, stalemate. So basically what you're doing right now, or what you have been doing, I think you realize that whatever it is you've been doing, whatever lifestyle you've been living, whatever, you know, it could be relationship, job, whatever you've been doing is not been working. And it's time to move away from that and move forward to something that like genuinely makes you happy. You may have been kind of like, in a sense, because this card says cover up, like pretending the lifestyle you were living was making you happy, but the reality is, after the hermit mode, you're like, okay, this is actually not what I enjoy. Silence, contemplation, privacy, exactly. So it's like, this whole thing feels like some major hermit mode and reflection of the direction you want to take your life and why your life has turned out the way it has. All right. Okay, hold on. Things are flying everywhere. Let's start this over. They all came out too fast for my life. Denial. So that's the same card that was up before. And Mastery. So you may have been in denial before that, you know, I'm happy, everything's good, I know what I'm doing. But then it's like, once you really take a step back and look around, you're like, you know, actually, this in my life is not working for me, and this I want to change. Mastery. You've learned the spiritual lesson. And that's the positive things here. We're moving out the other side. We're coming away from this hermit mode. We're coming away from learning the lessons and... lesson, okay? This person in your life is... The person in your life... This person is in your life to teach you a spiritual lesson. This could have been regarding a person. You could have been reflecting about how, you know, what did this relationship teach you? This person that you met maybe had a big influence on you, or maybe played a big role in your life, played a big role in, you know, your healing and wounds and all that, right? And you know, after this period of being alone, you're like, okay, now I see this clearly, right? I clearly see the truth for what this was, and I'm coming out the other side better. Fate. This is a destined partnership. Okay. Straddling worlds, wandering between realms. Exactly the point here. It's like, are you going to stay in your old life that makes you unhappy, makes you unfulfilled, or are you going to take the risk and are you going to change that? And are you going to do something that is better suited for you? Moving past fear of differences, wrong card. Being comfortable in two states, wandering between realms, reinvention. When the straddling worlds card shows, it's an invitation to get used to living with one foot in the old world and one foot in the new. There's no going back to the way things once were. And what will be is not yet fully here. You must find the delicate balance that can bring you delight as you relish the past and all the memories, along with awe as you glimpse the astonishing and exciting future. So, you may also be someone that kind of wishes that things were maybe how they were a long time ago. For instance, if you've been on any sort of spiritual journey, you may be like, you know, I really just wish I could go back to when I didn't think like this, when I just kind of lived a, you know, generic muggle life, and, you know, I wasn't thinking about signs and synchronicities, and I wasn't thinking what this person entering my life meant, and what lesson they were teaching me, and what karmic cycles I need to break. Like, I wish I could go back, but the reality is there's no going back to that. It's moving forward. This situation, whatever has happened to you, is obviously different for everyone. Whatever this is that caused you to go in this hermit mode and really think, at the end of the day, is going to bring you out the other side better, okay? It's going to actually show you what it is that you truly enjoy, what truly makes you happy, what path you really are meant to take, and what's meant for you. This situation happened to you in order to help you grow and evolve and change, and not to cause you harm like sometimes it may feel. Okay, half the deck, one at a time. Okay, Stranger. That's so funny, because that was the card after this that I started reading by accident. Apparently there are no accidents, right? Okay. The other, moving past fear's differences, curiosity and acceptance. The stranger moves to the world in a shroud of darkness that often elicits fear, rejection, and uncertainty, as the danger of the unknown defies its very presence. Yes, there is a veil of separation between you. Look closer and summon the courage to remain open to what you find. You may be conditioned to Look only for what mirrors what is safe and known to you, refusing to entertain any concept of other beyond something to fear. In order to broaden your world and experience of it, you must refute the illusion that sameness is the only way. Nothing you expect eternally matches up with the other. You're challenged by your own inexperience, but don't miss this opportunity for learning. So basically, like, if you've been doing something that, you know, maybe you thought you enjoyed, maybe you really, you know, you told people you loved your job, you told people you loved where you live, you told people you were happy in your relationship, but once you really went into that hermit mode and you reflected, you're like, you know what, this was just comfortable. It's not that I really enjoyed this, right? We're moving away from comfort zones, we're moving away from old paradigms, and we're moving to what is actually meant for us, okay? You know, sometimes, you know, the chaotic relationship or whatever can feel like you're supposed to be in it because it's comfortable, okay? Connectivity, jeweled web, spirit of the river, movement toward adventure. Okay, just open to the perfect page. Connectivity, no separation, the feeling of state. Approaching any oracle requires you to come in with certain expectations. You're either looking for confirmation of what you already know or attempting to shed the light on what eludes you on the obvious path you're on. You're asking whether you'll reach a desired goal of some kind. You're rarely able to see beyond memory or projection, and so naturally, everyone comes to the oracle with a narrow perspective on what's possible. Okay. Spirit of the river, moving toward adventure, addiction to problems, allowing and trusting the current. A spirit of river invites you to step into the flow and stop swimming against and avoiding the current. So maybe you were avoiding this healing, avoiding this period of reflection. Now, this hermit mode may have been divinely guided, basically. Something may have happened where you're almost forced to go and be alone. Maybe all your friends moved. Maybe you were sick for a while, or maybe you fell into a depression or an anxiety spiral like me. I recently fell into an anxiety spiral, which forced me to go within, and it's again changing my entire view on life. Okay, so stop working on the problem for a while. The issue is not what it seems. It is your addiction to fixing what has gone bad that is consuming so much of your time. Work to create. Okay, so you may be like, I need to fix this past, you know, I've messed up in the past, I wish I did this, blah, blah, blah. Just leave it. Move forward, realize what you want now, and then, you know, go from there. Instead of trying to fully fix anything that you cannot fix from the past, okay? Work to create a greater good, and the bad will resolve itself on its own. There is nothing that you can accomplish with more efforting, as the situations in your life right now are subject to forces beyond your control. Recognize this, step back, and trust the flow. There is no loss of face or lack of honor or integrity. It is simply the way things are at this moment. When this card appeared, it is time to say yes to the next leg of your journey. Your life is like a river, inevitably and flowing to the sea, which is your divine destination. So divinely guided. You're supposed to be going here. Don't resist going forward to the place that you are supposed to be heading, okay? All right. These are my Love Oracle cards. If you're interested, they're available on Etsy, Amazon, and my website. All are linked below. What do we got going on here? Spiritual awakening, exactly. Like, this is almost like, this may be your first awakening. Maybe you're, you know, suddenly you're coming across tarot videos for the first time and you're like, what is this? Your whole life is changing. You're like, what's going on, right? This whole thing just represents one big spiritual awakening. Now, if you already have had a spiritual awakening previously, this can kind of be that next step, right? You know, I feel like there's not just one spiritual awakening. You can kind of go through multiple different awakenings in your lifetime. Oh my God. I love when things just keep repeating. Divine intervention. This was supposed to happen. You were thrown into this situation that caused a spiritual awakening. So whatever it is that caused your awakening, whatever it is that caused you to go within, to reflect on your life, whatever it is that happened was meant to happen. Those of you who resonate with the twin flame concept, this can be that as well. That person was a spiritual catalyst to your awakening, at the very least, right? So basically, anything that caused you to change your perspective on life and everything around you, this truth. It's causing you to see the truth in situations, in the world, in your life, in what you're supposed to be doing. It also may be revealing to you, like, you know, like I was saying, like things in your past maybe made you, this is also kind of representative of the dark night of the soul. You may have been going through a dark night of the soul where you're like, my whole world is crumbling. What is going on? My life is falling apart. Nothing makes sense. I don't enjoy anything anymore. And that's the whole purpose of this, right? It's like you're being thrown into this darkness, right? To come out the other side brighter, to figure out what it is you really like and where you want to take your life. This could be illuminating the truth behind the things that you're doing. Maybe, you know, like I was saying before, you couldn't even see the fact that what you were doing, the way you were living, wasn't, you know, what was truly for you, right? And now it's like looking back, you're like, wow, like how have I been living my life like that? It's just because, you know, when you go through a spiritual awakening, you see things differently. Things are illuminated to you that you didn't see before, okay? All right. Okay. Third party. Now, I'm not saying is anything romantic, because none of this has even been really about anything romantic. But this represents an interference, right? And what I'm thinking that interference is the universe, is this divine intervention that's come into your life to shake things up. This could have been, kind of like I was saying, initiated by meeting a particular person in your life. So, yes, the third person could kind of play a role in why this happened and what sent you into this spiral, in a sense. Unexpected. This is not something you expected. You didn't expect to go through this and feel this way and be reevaluating your life like this. But, anyway, I think I'm going to leave that here. I think that's pretty much the whole message. So hopefully this was helpful. If it was, give me a thumbs up on this video and subscribe to be notified when I post future videos. All my links are below. I've recently been posting a lot everywhere. There's Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, whatever you like. And my Etsy shop's below. There's more than just the cards on there. There's some crystals and things like that. Readings are on Etsy as well. And readings are also on my website, whatever platform you prefer. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.